What's up, everybody? All right, my name is Ruben. Welcome to Alpaca Trading Stock Options University. This is a video that has been requested so many times, and as a matter of fact, I wish I would have done it sooner because everybody keeps asking us the same question over and over again. How do we make sure that confirmation has occurred? What is confirmation? And how do I know when it's safe to enter a play? I'm going to be as detailed as possible. I'm going to show you guys several examples of what a good confirmation is and what a bad confirmation is so that you guys finally have a clear understanding of what break and hold and confirmation is. All right, let's get to it. I'm here on Baba. Today's play was, let's say we would have, I've drawn the number that was used for a put, but I'm going to use it for a call. So $182.72. If $182.72 would have been used for a call, how would I have been able to confirm that it was good to enter? All right, so what are the rules? The rules are you have to have at least 2 candles that go above that number. Okay, so let's look at this area right here. Okay, you have 1, 2 above the line. This right here, sort of, not much, but sort of. If this would have just opened like and closed around here, and then this candle would have formed, okay, good. But always remember, you have to allow for 2 candles to confirm above that price point that we guys give you. So where would have been a good place to enter? Right here at the close of this candle right here. Okay, because as you can see, you are confirming that with the fact that it's also above the 6 and the 12 EMA, and it's riding that wave up, right? Could you have entered it down here once it crossed the 200? Yes, but again, know your risk, understand your risk. This is a key area, all right? We give you guys key areas. So what is a key area? Let's just kind of take a step back real quick and let's go behind the scenes as to why we give you these specific numbers, okay? If you do not know what support and resistance is, I suggest that you go on YouTube or you go online and you read up what it is. A key area of support and a key area of resistance are lines that we believe that if the stock either goes up and above it or down and below it, it's going to continue moving in that direction. It is areas that have been touched many, many times before and that have been unable to either go above or below. Okay, so places where the stock has been unable to break before, and the more times it does it, the more stronger that resistance or support becomes, right? So if I go into the daily chart here for Baba, okay? If I put my line at around 182.72, okay? Notice how many times that number is touched in history. Once here, the wick here, the candle here. Let's move back. Here, and here. Okay, so I am drawing a line that is able to touch as many candles as possible when they close or when they open, depending on if they're red or green. Right? So remember, the old support becomes a new resistance. The new resistance becomes the old support. So if I am trying to draw a line of resistance, I am going to put it wherever the old support was. So this is an area of support, right? Because it didn't break through it. Here's another area of support because it didn't break through it until this happened, right? So again, whenever we have an old area of support, it becomes the new resistance and vice versa. So that is why we will then surgically go into the intraday and figure out the exact cent number. Now, just to be on the safe side, I want to point out that even though these numbers are pretty accurate, sometimes it's a range. So it's not, it can be 5 or 10 cent difference, but it's around this area. Okay, let's go back into the 1 day, 1 minute, and let's see how well this was respected. 182.72. When would you have entered? Here or here or here, right? Somewhere around here you would have entered, okay? Now, if this would have been a red candle, would you have entered? No. If this would have touched in between the line with a green candle, would you have entered? No. It has to open above the line. So again, you are looking for confirmation. 2 green candlesticks, period. No red, no nothing, no testing. It has to do this, okay? Let me give you an example of false confirmation. All right. So it broke through support, right? And then it came back up, broke through the new resistance with this green candle, right? So that is 1. The second candle was red, and it most likely at some point was green, right? Because it hit a higher point here, but it closed red. So if you want to be on the safe side, if you see this green candle right here forming a like green, wait for that minute to pass, okay? This is a 1 day, 1 minute chart. Confirmation means 2 candles green above this line for confirmation. Maybe this candle right here that you see, this one right here, maybe it was green and looked like a green candle for about 45 seconds, but in the last 15 seconds, the bears just pushed it down and it ended up red. So what happened here? What happened here was you entered too early. You did not wait for this candle to close to determine what it was going to do, right? So again, this is not confirmation. And as you can see, it went straight down. It just went straight down. Okay? So this is negative confirmation, whereas this is positive confirmation. Okay? Let me see if I can find another one. Right here. It broke through. Is this confirmation? Maybe the first 30 seconds it was green all the way up here. Should you have entered? No. Wait for the second candle to close. You have to wait that extra minute for this candle to finish. This is a 1 day, 1 minute chart. Each candle represents 1 minute, right? Wait for that minute to pass before confirming. Again, here's another red candle. Is this confirmation? No. Look at these two. Is this confirmation? Yes, absolutely. 1, 2, right? It closed right up here. You could have entered here and then just been patient, right? It bounced off the 12 and it shot all the way back up to here. Okay? This is where things get interesting. Okay? And let me explain to you why. Because if you would have entered right around here, you would have had to be so patient. So patient. The rule of thumb is this, right? If the stock breaks through a key area of resistance once, like just imagine if 182.72 has been in the books and the stock has struggled to hit it for so many days, and the day finally comes when it does, there is a pretty big chance that it's going to go back and try to retest it if it goes below it, right? So if it already hit it once, yeah, it's going to come back down. It's going to trick you, okay? It's going to make you think it's over. But because it broke through it, there is a very big chance that it will come back up, and break through it again. And as you can see, BABA went on an awesome uptrend. Okay, so in the future, the risky play is to enter at the first break. The conservative play is to wait for it to retest and go back up on the second test, right? So again, as you saw here clearly, it retested it. So even though if this play would have been announced the day before, like overnight, let's say, and this would have been, enter above 182.72, risky, enter, hold, be patient, trust the process, and it goes back up again. And then again, it comes back up, right? Now this right here, pretty scary, right? It's trending, it's trending below the EMAs, it's trending below the 50, and it's trending below the 200. I don't blame you for exiting right here. I don't blame you at all if you did, right? But maybe what you should have done is wait for the retest. The retest happened right here. This rule, this general rule of thumb applies to everything, every single stock play that you do. Now, will it always retest? No. Okay, it could have broken through here and continued all the way up. But the point here, guys, is for you guys to end the day green. What would you rather do? Would you rather risk that $100 contract and lose half of your contract right here, or would you rather keep your $100 and wait for the thing to retest? Okay, especially when you have a small account and you don't have $100 to waste, right? This right here is where most people just become disillusioned and they just get depressed because they lost, and then they see it go like this and like, holy crap, if I would have just stayed in the play, I would have made $2. $2. I mean, on BABA, that's like $100 per contract, probably around there, right? If you'd have just held it. So again, for those of you that are new to this, it's better to trade less, be more conservative, and wait for the retest. Again, for those of you that just need a recap of what a retest is. A retest is when the stock confirms above that key area of resistance, but then comes back down and goes below it, and then eventually starts on an uptrend again, breaks through it again, and then it stays above it. Watch here how on the retest, it tried to come back down and the wick touched it, but it was never able to break through it. That is a successful retest. Okay? These numbers that we give you guys are not numbers that are in vain. If the stock breaks above these numbers or below it, whatever, it's a call or a put, okay, it's because we believe that if it does, it's going to come back to that number. Where it's not just any line, it's a key resistance line in this case. So therefore, the chances of it retesting and going back above it are pretty high. Again, this is all a game of probability. Okay? You need to put the odds in your favor. You need to be the casino. You need to have the edge, right? Us giving you this number and you trusting the process is the edge. You panic selling when it goes against your favor, or you buying too early, okay, is what plays with your emotions and what makes you lose that contract. And then you see 15 minutes later, it reverses and it goes back up, right? Why do you think this happens? Because the market is trying to see who is the strong player and who is the weak player, right? If BABA broke above a key area of resistance 8 out of 10 times, it's most likely going to retest it and go back up again. So the question is, do you want to take a risk and enter without the retest and go through this emotional roller coaster right here? Or do you want to play it on the safe side and wait for the retest and enter right here? If you would have entered right here, boom, look at that. You could have written it all the way up here, right? This would have been the hardest part for you to live through, this area right here. Let me explain to you why. Because it's creating lower highs until about here. But did it break through and below the key support, which is now the key support? No. Therefore, patience is what you need here. Patience is what's going to save your play. Okay? So then you can say, oh, well, but hey, it kind of broke, below the EMAs. Shouldn't I sell? I'm like, okay, I understand that, but it broke below the EMAs so close to the area that is now key support that you need to give it room to go against your favor. If it does, right? If this thing right here would have broken below this area, below the 50, right? Yeah, done. You're done. Sell. But it didn't. So again, this is about understanding the way the chart moves, and it's about understanding that you need to have patience. Excuse me. All right, so I hope this makes it clear. Break and hold means 2 candles above that key area of resistance. So this is where you enter, okay? If you see anything but this, you don't enter, period. This right here is negative confirmation, right? It's negative confirmation. There is a reason why it went down, because it did not confirm above it, okay? Now, just to finish off the lesson, is there a chance that it breaks above that key resistance with 2 green candles, okay, and then it comes back down and goes against your favor? Yes, absolutely. Yes, there's a chance, okay? But again, we cannot predict. We cannot predict what's going to happen next. No matter how many indicators we have, we can't predict what the stock's going to do next. All we can do, okay, is, are the probabilities in our favor? Are we setting up a good play? And that is where your confidence should kick in. The best traders lose money, but the probabilities were in their favor when they entered the trade. And when they lost, yes, they were wrong and the play went against them, but at least their probabilities were in their favor. So just remember that, okay? You can be right 4 out of 10 times and still make money. Okay, you can have a 40% win rate and still make money. Why? Because you let your winners run, right? And you cut your losers short as soon as you see it go in the opposite direction. If you see it go in the opposite direction, again, apply the rules of, okay, how close am I to that next line of support? Here, right? How close is this happening next to this area of support? Give it room to breathe. Give it room to go against you for just a little bit. Whatever you want it to do, 10%, 20%, let it. But be patient with it and trust your setup. I cannot be any more clear than this. This is why so many people don't do good in the stock market, because they don't plan their trades. You come into alpaca trading, you see Mike or Kayla or myself give you a number to enter, and you enter it just because it crossed, but then you don't know what to do. Okay? you just hope that from that point on, the stock is just going to skyrocket up and you're going to make millions of dollars. It does not work that way. We give you the base of the pizza with some marinara sauce on it, and you guys, it's up to you guys to put your ingredients on it and slice it and eat it the way you want. Okay? But you have to trust that the foundation that we give you guys is strong, but the emotions are going to play a huge role in how much money you make. All right? So I hope this clears it up. People keep asking us the same question: how do I confirm what is break and hold? This video was made for those of you guys that still don't understand. I hope I was clear. I'm more than happy to take, to give you more feedback if I can. But if you have any questions, please make sure that you base them on this video after you have watched it. It's just very, very important that everybody understands what break and hold is. All right. Again, everything that I told you is what works for me. May not work for you, but I'm here to share my expertise and my knowledge. Hopefully you can grab some of the things that I said and use them. If you did not agree with some of the things I said, that's fine. But the point is, create your own mental game, and you will honestly, as long as you keep improving on that game and creating and becoming your own, like a trader in your own right, you are going to be successful. And the irony is, guys, that the more successful you become, the less help you will need from us. You will start realizing where those key points of resistance and support are, and you guys are going to make your own plays. That is our goal. It's to make you guys like individually capable without us of doing these plays on your own. And these videos are here to teach you that. Are you going to learn everything, overnight? No, but just keep watching these videos. Take it all in, take notes, and I promise you, we will do everything in our power to help you guys out. All right, guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.